Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar, and here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Wednesday, the second day of May. Here we go. Today, a couple of halachas about Hagba, when the Torah is lifted up for everyone to see at the end of Torah reading. That's how the Ashkenazi people do it. First of all, those people who are looking at the Torah when it's lifted up, you should not say Vizos HaTorah until you see the writing of the Torah facing you. Once the writing of the Torah is facing you, then it's appropriate for you to say Vizos HaTorah. It is also good, it's not possible for everyone, but it is good if you can get close and try to discern at least one letter of the Ksav, of the writing of the Torah when you're looking at it. It's supposed to be a good segula, a good kind of, shouldn't call it omen, but like it'll help you have good eyesight in the future, according to Kabbalistic sources. So it is good to try to see at least one letter of the writing and then say Vizos HaTorah. Of course, the person who's lifting up the Torah should be certain that he turns around the Torah in every which direction such that everyone in the shul is able to see the Torah. Right before you lift up the Torah for Hagba, make certain that you've rolled it such that there's a seam right in the middle, so that if God forbid there's a tear in the middle, the tear will happen along the seam instead of along the writing. Also, when you're rolling up the Torah, make sure that there's a seam in the middle of the rolling of the Torah for the exact same reason. And in general, the feeling should always be, I like to say this, it's not exactly the law, but I see some young men like to show off with the Torah, open up very, very wide and hold it very, very high. And some of their motivation is not necessarily to honor the Torah, but to honor themselves by showing everyone, wow, is that the biggest Hagba you ever saw in your life? Well, that's not appropriate. That's not appropriate. You should honor the Torah. You should proudly raise it high, but not to the point where you are showing off, only such that you're giving honor to the Torah and not to yourself. You showing off your physical prowess is not the point when you do Hagba. Of course, giving honor to the Torah is the point. It's not exactly a law, but it's certainly necessary for some young men who like to show off a little too much when lifting up the Torah. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.